the 52nd pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Zach Charbonnet, running back, UCLA.
What?
Go off.
What? 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 Whoa! Wait, what? What do we? Whoa! Did Pierre just die? What happened to Pierre? Where did Pierre go? Did this pick kill him? What? Oh my gosh! What do we do? What do we do? What do we do with Kenneth Walker now? Oh my gosh! I thought the Gibbs pick was shocking. This is just as shocking. What do we do? What do we do? How do we value Kenneth Walker now? Charbonnet's a great running back. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is terrible for Charbonnet. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Where's Pierre? Oh. Wow. 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 This draft, man. This draft. So man, this is brutal. This is brutal. Welcome back. Did you even see that pick? I thought you passed out after the pick or something.
No, just have a daughter who drives way too much and doesn't always make the best decisions. But anyways.
Did you see the pick? Do you know the pick?
I don't know the pick. I didn't get to see it.
Charbonnet to the Seahawks. What? What?
Okay, so they have two good receivers and they drafted another, and they have a really good running back and they drafted another.
The wide receiver I get. You want to run more 3 wide receivers. Tyler Lockett's old. It gives you a chance to move on from him. This pick I don't get. Like, so what do we do? Like, okay, how far do we have to drop? I mean, obviously Charbonnet, not a first-round rookie pick anymore. Is he even a second-round rookie pick? I don't know. And also, how low are we dropping Kenneth Walker now?
Okay, so not too much. Not too much. He's not going to be a top 5 running back anymore in fantasy. No. I'll tell you that.
No.
But I feel like, look, who was behind him at this point? Because even last year, like who they had behind him, Travis Homer, he's gone, right? He's in Chicago now, I think. Obviously, Penny's gone. And DJ Dallas, who's kind of just like an emergency, break glass in case of emergency, Swiss Army knife type guy.
He's the kind of guy that you want to feed him. Like we saw this many times last year. Like I remember people would be like the third quarter, oh, Kenneth Walker, why did I start Kenneth Walker? And then bam, 30-yard touchdown. Or he starts picking up like 8 yards, 10 yards, right? He's one of those kind of guys that you want to feed him and let him get going. If he's only, even if he's losing 30-40% of his carries to Charbonnet, he's also not a guy that's going to catch a ton of passes. Like this would be good for. I don't see how this is good for either of them.
Well, no, but here's the thing, and this is exactly. I don't agree with it. I think this is not the NFL anymore. I think this is worse for Charbonnet than it is for Walker.
Well, it's certainly worse for Charbonnet.
Because he's not going to be given the opportunity to be anything unless he's, obviously the handcuff, like if Walker goes down. But that means he's going to a team that obviously doesn't view him as a potential starter, right? Because Walker is going to be – this is going to be like a 1-2 committee, but more like a 70-30 thing is what I'm guessing.
Ooh,
but I see Charbonnet because Walker is not really – what did we hear about Walker? What was the thing coming out? He's not a great pass catcher. They need a guy, and this is what Charbonnet is. Third downs, passing downs. That's why they got Charbonnet, because he can do that. Obviously, they're not getting Gibbs because he was picked 12th overall. But that's what I think it is. I think it's Charbonnet is going to be that role, that guy. Walker's still the early down guy, the positive game script guy. So I don't think it changes that much for Walker because he wasn't catching that many passes to begin with. And I think that's why they got Charbonnet, because they need somebody. Like, they had nobody else behind him. Depth, but also that role that he can fill. So I really don't think this knocks Walker down that much.
But going back to Walker, I don't know. 70-30 is like bell cow usage in today's NFL. I don't see it with like Charbonnet. I think is too good to only get 30% of the work, and they just invested second round draft capital in him. I think this is more like 55-45.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, look, Kenneth Walker's like, and it's Pete Carroll. We were saying this last year when they drafted him. We were saying, oh, Pete Carroll doesn't commit to one running back. Rashad Penny is there, and yes, he had that hernia injury, but when he came back from that hernia injury, he was behind Rashad Penny. He was getting work, but Rashad Penny was more the guy. I don't know. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see how this can in any way be good for Kenneth Walker. It's terrible for Charbonnet. It's terrible for Charbonnet, who had terrible for Charbonnet. But I think this may not be terrible for Kenneth Walker, but it's certainly bad, and it certainly hurts his upside because he went from being a potential bell cow to not a bell cow.
I think you have to view Charbonnet now as mostly just a handcuff. I think that's what it is. I think he's a handcuff. I think he's like a James Cook type this year. That's what he is.
But he's not James Cook. He's big. He's a between the tackles guy. He's not a small, shifty pass catching guy like James Cook. He's a big 3-down running back. So
but I think he gets used like James Cook. It's about how he gets used, and I think that's how they use him. I don't see them putting him on early downs when they have Kenneth Walker. This is more about
you have Kenneth Walker. You don't draft Charbonnet. If you feel that way about Kenneth Walker, you don't draft Charbonnet. You draft a different running back who fills that need. I don't feel like Charbonnet fills that need. Like, I feel like Charbonnet, like, he's not like some incredible pass catching back. Like, he's not like, oh, this guy's a lock for 70 plus catches or whatever like that. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. It's Pete Carroll. He drafted Rashad Penny in the first round and then had him sit behind Chris Carson. So who knows with Pete Carroll? But man, to draft, it's not like he took a crappy running back here or a running back that's like, okay, he's not that good, whatever. He took one of the best running backs in this class, arguably, when you're talking about the full 3-down, can do it all running back. One of the probably better than Gibbs if we're talking about between the tackles, power running, definitely better than Gibbs. Not as good of a pass catcher as Gibbs, of course. He took that running back. He didn't take Tyjae Spears, some undersized running back who probably is just going to have to be a change of pace guy. He took a legit 3-down NFL running back in the second round. I don't know. I'm having a hard time believing this is in any way a good thing for Kenneth Walker.
No, it's not good, but I don't think it's doomsday either. And I think he's going to fall way too far because here's the thing about Kenneth Walker. He doesn't need 20 plus carries a game because he's got that one cut and go. He makes that big play. He rips off those big runs. He's not a guy who really, really thrives on volume. So I think they're purposely kind of limiting his touches. And what we're going to see is, I think it was Austin last night mentioned some like the Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram thing. Like they can both feed. I think that's what they're trying to do. Have Charbonnet and, he's going to catch passes and he's going to get the occasional, like trading series thing. And no, Kenneth Walker isn't Kamara. But what I'm saying is there are some running backs. There are a lot of running backs who are more effective when they touch the ball less because it keeps them fresher. You notice how when Kamara's usage went up over the years, his yards per carry went down.
Yeah.
When he was his best, where he averaged 6.1 yards per carry, I think his second year, because he was only touching the ball not even 15 times a game. So he's making those big plays. He didn't get the most volume in the league. He wasn't even close, but he was the most efficient running back in the league, and he was one of the top fantasy scorers. Kenneth Walker could sort of be that. Again, this is a bad comparison because Kamara is mainly a pass catcher.
Yes.
But in general, what I'm saying is there's running backs who are more effective when they get fewer touches because they can be more efficient. And I think that's what they're trying to do with Walker is keep him a little bit more limited, but I don't think that necessarily reduces his productivity that much.